what's your view on homosexuality?
Yeah, I'm mindful that we're all sinners, and I caution those who may try to take the speck out of their neighbor's eye when they got a log in their own. The great threat to civilization is that a few evil men will multiply.
Worse than horrible, because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes, walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring. You mean like Democrats?
The fact that somebody decided that they would go ahead and leak classified information.
Failure to communicate.
Don't just say that.
Yeah, you don't need papers for voting. You don't need to be a registered voter to help.
But this is worse than a third world country.
I'm beginning to smell a big fat commie ring.
I've still not been accused of anything wrong because I haven't done anything wrong. And I'm not going to do anything wrong.
We're rich. We're filthy with gold. You're filthy without it.
Okay, this guy is the real zero.
I think there's some kind of deviated privilege.
My mission is to protect you.
You don't trust the men you're working with, you're as good as dead.
Governor Reagan again, typically, is against such a proposal.
Governor?
There you go again.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Our government is too big.
And that, my friends, is called integrity.
You want to survive bad enough to stop me? Or are you reliant on my generosity, my love of humanity to stop me from killing you? The only thing between you and the POW camp is what you learned from me.
Any of this getting through to you, son? The aggressive impulses of an evil empire. They are the focus of evil in the modern world.
We will go on the offense, and we will defend our freedom.
Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.
Well, hello, brother.
And we're back?
And we're back.
It was a genius, again, James, I have to say. It's a whole new art form.
Yes, it is.
I love that one.
Political art.
Yes.
That's what I call it, political art.
It's unbelievable. Wait. Now I have some buttons, though. So you ready?
Wait, before you do that, I just want to say that is from 2007. That is one of our original openings. So that is, it's later on in our host of
we'll have a
work.
we'll have a CD. Do they even have them anymore?
Yeah.
Do you sell CDs?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
What do they do now?
But it's part of our archive. I mean, it's definitely an archive of one of our stuff.
So they can buy that on floppy disk, right? Or vinyl. Right?
Vinyl.
Wait. I have a button now. Now you give me some buttons. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Use of unnecessary violence in the apprehension of the Blues Brothers has been approved.
But I can't stop.
We're on a mission from God. 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes.
I'm going to mute you.
Okay, well, I don't know how to stop it, so. But, did you tell them who we are?
This is the Baldini Brothers, or as the Brotherhood of Liberty, also known as Fraternalis.
We're going to have to work on it again and again. I thought we were supposed to say, this is the Brotherhood of Liberty, and we say it at the same time.
Oh, we can do that.
Forget it. Too late. All right. So what's the topic for this? This is local, right?
This is all local. Yeah,
all right. So this is the local news for Sussex County.
Sussex County, because we are Sussex County
and
Patriot.
Sussex County Patriot. And the first issue is the letter to the editor.
Yes, I sent a letter about a week and a half ago, and I've actually sent a follow-up that I don't know if they're going to print or not. I hope they do. And I will note that it seems like a lot of the things that I said in mine are in line with what the paper is feeling, because they seem to have been feeling the same way about. And the topic is,
what is the issue?
The issue is the community college wants to build on the old McGuire, which is also the old JR Roof property in the center of Newton. They want to take the property and make it the college wants to take it and make it a extension of their own land, and have their property, have it as their property, build an automotive center, and have other kinds of classes there. And my argument that I wrote in the paper.
How much is that going to cost?
Well, it's $2 million to buy the property, but McGuire is kind enough to spend $250,000 to get the naming rights for the property. So in other words, whatever building they build, it'll be the McGuire Campus. Which McGuire is a car dealership that's in Hampton now, that moved out of that area, moved out of Newton into the Hampton section of where all the automobiles are on Route 206. So
when you gotta go, you gotta go. Any of this getting through to you, son?
I hope so. But nicely done, brother. Nicely done. You still got your magic.
No, it's horrible. I don't know. I can't stop it. Once it goes, I can't stop
those, Foghorn Leghorn. For those of you who didn't know, because believe it or not, I've met people who have no idea who Foghorn.
They don't know who Foghorn?
No, I have no idea who Foghorn.
Oh my gosh.
But so anyway, my argument is we have this nice big property, nice big high school over at Sussex Tech, which isn't used between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. except for sports. And as far as I know, the college is looking to build an automotive center. When we have 3 automotive shops available, 3 automotive sets of bays, not one bay, but a set of bays that they could build or that they could work on their, do the classes for the automotive right there in Sussex Tech. I mean, they have full diesel labs. They have full setup to do all kinds of work on it. They actually partner with local business owners in order to enhance the knowledge of the students. So I mean, Sussex Tech is already reaching out to the community, and they're already working with the community. Why don't we piggyback on that with the college? And honestly, we can expand the college's offerings while we also at the same time spend money at Tech expanding Sussex Tech's options. The theater that they built over at Sussex at the college is tiny compared to the McNeese Auditorium in Sussex Tech. 1,300-seat auditorium they have. It's a beautiful room at McNeese Auditorium at Sussex Tech. It's a beautiful room with lots of possibilities, and it's utilized very well by the community with different dance groups that come in that do different competitions. So it's already an active facility, and it's used mostly during the day, or used during the day during the school year between 7 and 3. But the rest of the day it's not being utilized.
So, but wait, you're saying that they should use the college, the community college.
I'm saying 2 things, John. I'm saying they should not only utilize the underutilized property of Sussex Tech in the sense that there's lots of schoolrooms, lots of classrooms, lots of shops available, such as the automotive ones, which is their reason for buying McGuire, because they want to make an automotive shop. So utilize what's already there, what the county has already paid the money for, that's already been proven to work. Utilize that instead of building a whole brand new facility and having to pay $2 million just for the property when, even if you built a new building at Sussex Tech, you don't have to pay for the property, John.
So if they're given their druthers and they build a extension to Sussex County Community College in Newton, how's that going to help the town of Newton?
Well, let me get to that in a second. But the second thing that I was suggesting is Sussex Tech is also uniquely.
Wattsburg, you love your commanding officer.
Yes,
Apparently
sir.
Not.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead. Tell me what's the second thing.
The second one is they have this great opportunity to.
Wait a minute, I got it.
Wattsburg, you love your commanding officer.
Yes, sir.
Wait.
Yes, sir. That's fine, because I love you too.
That's a cock and bull story.
Oh shoot!
I guess we're gonna let that one slide too.
Well, they meant it in bird though. They meant a bird. All right.
Yeah.
That's no Kavanaugh sexual problem here. Right?
So the second thing is they should enhance Sussex Tech, because for years it's been the county has let it go to the side. They've let their pool disappear in the sense that it's not being used as anything but a storage facility now. It's so much damage to the building that it's like I think it was a conservative estimate of $800,000 in order to fix it. And I'm not sure even that gets it up to code. But regardless, that's just one example of multiple times when the county has failed. The county freeholders have failed to utilize or fix and keep and maintain the property of the county, and part of that is their lack of oversight. But there's the main beam in the gym that was almost going to fall. That was a dangerous safety hazard, years ago. Then I remember when I would look up at in the stage of the auditorium, McNeese Auditorium, at certain points you could actually see daylight through the roof because it was such in disrepair. And I think the sound system, which I understand, and the lighting system, which has recently been replaced, had been up until, I say recently, I mean within the last year or two, and maybe within this last year, was 70s level technology, 1970s or early 1980s level technology.
So for Newton now, what's the why is that property worth $2 million?
Well, the story that they want you to believe, is that it's going to, by building this property here, it's going to revitalize the town of Newton.
How?
Which
so you'll be able to you'll go to school there, but you can't park there.
Yeah, you can't park there. You're not going to loiter there because you're going there for a class and then you're leaving. So there's no reason there's no real enhancement. And again, when's the traffic going to be there? You might have a couple students during the day. Even if you have students there during the day, it's not going to be as attractive a place as if you found a better possibility. And again, John, we live in reality, and the reality is a small amount of traffic isn't going to do as well as a great amount of traffic. And the idea of having some type of magnet in the center of town isn't a bad idea. It's a question of what that magnet is.
So you're saying there's better alternatives than a school magnet?
There's much better alternatives.
Like a business.
Yeah, a business magnet is much better.
Now, I can add this, though, because I've talked to somebody on the inside in Newton politics.
Okay.
Well, it's the Aunt of Liberty.
The Aunt of Liberty, okay.
The sisterhood of... We can't really call her a brother of Liberty.
No, but
she's the sister of Liberty.
John, there's the American Daughters of the Revolution.
Well, she is one, but no, she goes back before that. But
Daughters of the American Revolution.
She goes back before that.
Yeah, okay.
But so the Aunt of Liberty informs me that that Newton's done, they're dead and dying, and the reason why is that half of the stores are empty.
Yeah.
And that
that's their whole purpose of wanting to put the college there, is because they think that it's going to be a magnet for people.
But wouldn't it make more sense? Well, from my memory of Newton, is that, for example, you couldn't, when I grew up, it was a thriving. None of the stores were empty.
Yeah.
You could always go there. The bookstore was there.
I remember.
Aunt Joni was there.
PK's,
right? Right. So it was now when a town dies like this, the only thing that moves in are rats and lawyers, and I can imagine that that will be.
John.
But there's not a lot of lawyers.
I mean,
it's not even good enough in the liquor. Right. It's not even good enough for the lawyers to move in. So the rats aren't even there. And but if you're going to go with the idea that all of Hampton was developed because you couldn't develop into Newton because it was too hard to put buildings there. Well, what about now? I mean, to save Newton, it's almost like you have to knock down half the town and put in something there.
Well, there's another aspect of this too. If you put that college in there, it's tax free.
Right.
It's tax free.
So what can you put in there if you say you half the stores are empty anyway, and you got to save Newton, or just knock it down and get it out of the way and let everybody go to Hampton? What are you going to do? What are you going to put in there?
Well, the town is, and what people may not realize is, the town of Newton is the county seat, and as the county seat, it has the courthouse, it has the county buildings, it has a number of other facilities, the hospital, the college is there. There's already a significant drain on the amount of taxable rateable income coming for the town in order to pay for all these services that are required. And because of that, if you're going to put another piece of property, another prime, it's a prime in the center of town piece of property that's going to be turned over to a non-profit that's going to not have to pay taxes, you're asking for the tax rolls to go even further down in the town of Newton. Now, this is a bad idea for the town of Newton, and just for that single reason. And it makes it, which is why you have to say private business, they'll be paying the taxes there, but they'll also be the magnet.
I guess the argument is, well, right now it's been empty for I don't know how many years, 3 years, 3 years, how long? How long has McGuire gone? 4 years?
It's been.
So right now, what are you going to put in there? So what's your solution?
Well, a solution could be anything. Here it is. They brought in Thor Labs. There was no way Thor Labs was going to come.
Why won't you? Okay, wait a minute.
I'm getting to it.
No, you're not. Wait a minute.
It could be a.
Okay, go ahead. Go on with Thor Labs. Go ahead.
It could. But they brought it in.
While I
they
look
were
for
able
this.
to bring Thor Labs in. Why can't they bring in like a Trader Joe's?
Okay, wait a minute.
Soldiers, shoot this goddamn four-eyed nitwit. The Uniform Code of Military Justice expressly forbids
I don't think
summary
we're supposed
execution.
to say things like that.
Well, you can say goddamn. Goddamn's okay.
But I do think that they could bring in some. They need to bring in competition for Hampton. They need to compete against Hampton because that's the local area that's.
Otherwise, just knock down Newton.
I mean, that's where McGuire went. McGuire went to Hampton. McGuire didn't stay in Newton. McGuire went to Hampton. So you need to.
So Hampton gets the taxes.
Exactly, and so what we need to do is we need to pull those competition, those customers who are going out there. We need to pull them into Newton.
You need a magnet, right? So if they go to Trader Joe's and then they say
Trader
you knock
Joe's
down
would be great, but it's just
any
one
box.
Yeah,
you
any
Target.
big box,
You can put a Target in there because Walmart's in the other one.
Yeah.
You can put in so any kind of magnet there that they could also walk around and do the antiquing shop. You could beat up on Andover then. Oh, we love Andover.
But you could put Starbucks in there as a you could.
You can't have a Starbucks go in there until you get a until you get somebody.
But you could have when you put stuff like it. Just if you want an example, just go down to the Rockaway Mall. They built the outdoor strip mall. They have a Target. They have a Dick's. They have a couple other big box. They got the movie theater. And what's in there is all the little shops. You have a Starbucks. You have a.
Sorry.
You have look at that.
It's a bomb.
Nope. You have a Starbucks. You also have a Five Guys. You have a few other types of places in there, and they're all the small little stores that support the bigger box stores.
I'll tell you,
draw in those
real estate wise, because I know some real estate guys now that I'm in the club of being a liar, but they
professional liar, John. Professional liar.
I play one during a day in court. They what they do is if you notice around all the county seats, you'll see a building of apartments, but they're really like old age homes. We call them in the day old age homes, but what they are upscale old age homes. Mm-hmm. And what they're doing is they're putting them in the county seats because county seats are closer to the courthouse for various reasons, and so they can people can meander. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to upkeep a property, a house. Right. You don't have to upkeep a car. So then you go like our aunt, Aunt Ida and Uncle Frankie. You move into one of these upscale apartments, and it's a beautiful apartment. It's like it's something like our couple.
We have a couple of those,
and you can wander up and down the promenade. Right. And what you see in going into the county seats is you see these big developments, like what you do across from the Newton Theater. The only problem with that though is why are you going to you meander up and down Main Street when all there are empty stores, you can't go anywhere.
Empty stores, not only empty stores, but the clientele of those empty stores is, people,
rats, lawyers, man, I'm telling you.
Well,
they're not good. You got to keep them.
It's not necessarily a great place to be sometimes. I mean, you may be more afraid to go out at night.
All right, what's up? What's up on the agenda then for this?
So Wednesday, apparently there's a freeholder meeting, which I plan to go to and discuss this with them. And make it aware of them that it's folly. I think you're spending $2 million on a piece of property when you already have all that property over at Sussex Tech. It's crazy.
All right, so you're going to go.
Waste.
So you're going to go speak at the.
Yeah, because honestly.
What's your sole purpose in this army?
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant.
God damn it, Trump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
I'm sorry.
You are goddamn gifted, Private Gump.
Have you found Jesus yet?
Yes, I have.
I can't stop it, James.
I know. Sometimes when he says that, I think he means he just can't stop himself. But
all right, it wasn't a perfect one, but
it was fine.
That's all I got for Forrest Gump. And if you're going to be Forrest Gump, go into
listen, John. Sussex Tech is. You could put a robotics lab over there. You can partner with Picatinny, who's looking for engineering schools to engineer partnering with them to do engineering, just like our father did. Our father, when he was doing engineering, when he was trying to.
We talk a lot about Dad, but what about Mom? We seem to slight at mom in all of this.
No, she'll have her own segment. But this is. But there's a lot of of good that can do. And okay, they're continuing education. The continuing education, which our mother was very well connected with.
It used to be the mother used to say, they can never take your education away from you. Right. What you do is you educate, you educate, you educate.
Right.
But today, if you look at what they're learning in colleges, you're not learning anything. Whereas the difference, though, is with community colleges, though you actually are learning.
You're learning some kind of a trade. Right. You're learning some type of business.
You're better off going to a library with a library card than going to college nowadays. That's unfortunate, but not so with community college, because you can learn welding in community college. You can learn everything you can actually do.
Well, Sussex Tech, is it got a county property? You could build that $2 million for the property could be dumped into a very high end structured building that has stuff with lasers. Maybe you partner with Thor Labs or somebody and do lasers. Maybe you partner. These are just like thrown out ideas. There's no necessarily that they could do it, but no one's thinking. They're all thinking inside the box of McGuire. We need to start thinking outside the box. John, I think it's about time for us to exit.
All right. Well, God bless America.
God bless America. On that note,
God bless us.
What's your view on homosexuality?
Yeah, I am mindful that we're all sinners, and I caution those who may try to take the speck out of their neighbor's eye when they got a log in their own. The great threat to civilization is that a few evil men will multiply.
Worse than horrible, because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes, walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring. You mean like Democrats?
The fact that somebody decided that they would go ahead and leak classified information.
Failure to communicate.
Don't just wait like that. Yeah, you don't need papers for voting. You don't need to be a registered voter to help.
But this is worse than a third world country.
I'm beginning to smell a big fat urine.
I've still not been accused of anything wrong because I haven't done anything wrong. And I'm not going to do anything wrong.
We're rich. We're filthy with gold. We're filthy without it.
Okay, this guy is the real zero.
I think there's some kind of deviated prevert.
My mission is to protect you.
You don't trust the men you're working with, you're as good as dead.
Governor Reagan, again, typically is against such a proposal.
Governor?
There you go again.
Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Our government is too big, and it spends too much.
And that, my friends, is called integrity. You want to survive bad enough to stop me? Or are you reliant on my generosity, my love of humanity to stop me from killing you? The only thing between you and the POW camp is what you learned from me.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
The aggressive impulses of an evil empire. They are the focus of evil in the modern world.
We will go on the offense, and we will defend our freedom.
Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.